Welcome to PSCMS. Hello students. I hope you have understood the previous period as we have started the new chapter of this semester, that is advanced features in MS Access. All the things I taught you in theoretical manner, but in this period we will see practically how exactly that works. Okay, let's start. Now let's see how to create a blank database. Firstly, click on the blank database, then here type the name for your database. Okay, so this is the chapter number 5. Advanced features. So I'll type the short form of it. Then click on create. Like this you can create your own blank database, as I already taught you how to create a blank database, and now we will create one table for further explanation. Okay, by default whenever you create any blank database, one table will be displayed to you which is created by default by your system. Okay, but here we don't have any other fields other than ID. You can see on your screen that table 1 and is already open in datasheet view, and ID new and add new field is displayed to you. So this view is called as a datasheet view. Here also you can add your fields to your table, and also you can open the design view and you can design your table as per your requirement. I already told you how to do that. It was just the revision for you to understand what exactly we have to do, and for more information you can open the previous chapter videos and learn it. Okay, now for now I will open the design view of this table, and whenever you click on this design view for the new table, you will be asked for the name of the table. So here I will give the name like student. Okay, then click on OK. Now type the name for the field. First we will type the roll number instead of ID. ID will also work, but let's use the roll number here because we are making the table for the students. So your roll number will be preferred. So the next data type will be like, you can use the auto number also, and you can also use the number data type. I already explained you what is the data type. Okay, so I hope you can go with it. This data is sufficient now. Okay, so now we will close this table design view, and it always asks whether you want to save it or not, the changes you made in your table. You have to click on yes if you want to save, and if you don't want to save, just click on no. So here click on yes. Now this student table is created. If I want to enter the record, I have to double click on this table and this data sheet will be open to you. So here you can enter the records. Okay, remember one thing, in design view just now we have seen how to create the table in design view. So in design view you can only create the table, you cannot enter the records in your design view. But in your datasheet view, here you can enter the records as well as you can change the table design. So how to do that? It's simply here, if I want to enter the record, I will just click here, place the cursor here, and then I will type. And suppose if I want to add the fields in my table, I'll just have to click on this add table, and then I have to give the name for this field and I will start entering here. So this datasheet view helps you to enter the records also, and it also helps to design the table. Are you getting the difference between the design view and the datasheet view? If not, you can go for the previous videos and you can learn. Okay? Okay. Now I'll enter some of the records in this. So one, name, I'll give any random data here, XYZ, contact number. This also, I will give any random data here. Then click on the next. Here class is there, so I can use the second standard. Okay, city, whichever you want to place, just type it. Okay, now the next, again type the any random name here. I'll just put some alphabets, type any numbers. Okay, this much data is sufficient. So here I've created one table. In that I have entered 3 records. Okay, this much is sufficient, right? So the next thing we are going to see is searching in database. How to search a records or a data in your database. See, many times now it's okay, I have only 3 records, but suppose if you have thousands of records and in that you have to find something, think about it, how you will find it. It take a lot of time to find randomly or by viewing it, right? So it is quite difficult to search any information by going through all the records if it is in bigger size like thousands of records or lakhs of records, right? So these records can create the mess for you to search information. So for that, here we have the ease to search any record. Why? Because we have a search box here downside of your access window. A search box is there. Here you can type any record you remember, whichever you are going to find or whichever you want to find. You have to just type the letter which you want to find, which you recall. And if you don't remember anything from that record, at least any information like name of the student or the roll number, anything you want to search. So here you can search by name, like I will type MNO. You can see when I type in the search box MNO, it's automatically highlighted. So you can see that. So searching in your access, it's quite easy, right? Suppose you don't know the name. What you can do? You can type the roll number if you know. You can see, right? It's highlighted there. But suppose you only know the city names which belong to that particular student. So you can type that. Just remove that and see. Did you see that? So with the help of search box, you can search anything from your database. Okay. Now next is calculation in database. So calculating in your data sheet is quite easy. Why? Because you can do it with your total column. And how to add the total column here? It's so simple. You have to just click and add the totals here. See, this is your home tab, and on this ribbon here we have the totals. You have to click on the total. When you click on the totals, one row is automatically created, and here you can see you just have to select the field which you want to make the total. I'll click if I want to make a count number, how many rows are there, I can count, or I can select the none option. If I click on the none, nothing will come, and if I want to count, you can count it. Okay, so how many records are there? 3, right? Now when you click on this, what you want: sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, standard deviation, and variance. Now above all are contact numbers, right? So you don't need any other things like this, like maximum or minimum. But for your understanding, we can use the sum here. Click on it, and here you will get the sum of all the above numbers. So have you understood? Here we can make the count of number of rows without any manual help, right? You can do it directly automatically from your computer. And secondly, if you have some numbers which you want to make total, you can do that with the help of sum. Did you get that? I hope you understood, and if you are not, please repeat this video again and again to understand. Okay, now next is filtering in datasheet. This is one of the most important asset of your datasheet, where you can filter the data according to your requirement. Means what exactly the filtering is? You can filter the data in datasheet. The steps filter data are as follows. What you have to do first? Firstly, click on the drop down arrow present at the right of the column header whose data you want to filter. Now suppose I want to filter the city. So can you see this arrow? You have to click here. When you click on that arrow, here the sorting or the filter options will be shown to you. Here you can filter the records according to your requirement. If you want to see only the people belong to Pune, you can select the Pune and rest you can deselect it. Okay, or you want to see all the records except Solapur. So what you can do, you just have to deselect that. Let me show you one example with that. So if I don't want to see this Solapur and the records related to that, I'll just click on it and click on OK. Now the records related to your Solapur is hide. It didn't delete it actually, it just hide from your view. So how to get it back? That again, click on the same arrow where you have clicked. Then this same list will be displayed, and if you want to see all the records, you can click on the select all. And suppose you don't want to, then what you can do? Suppose I want to see only Pune, so I will deselect the Atur too. Only Pune is selected, right? So it means I want to see the records of only Pune. So I'll click on OK. Can you see that? So it means wherever that Pune will be there, that everything will be displayed to you. Like this, you can filter the records of your database or the table. Are you understood? Now this is the way you can filter your datasheet table. Okay. Now the next is advanced filtering in datasheet. Till now we have seen filtering means how to filter according to your requirement. Okay. Now next is advanced filtering in datasheet. How to set the advanced filter datasheet here? Let's take an example. Contact number, again you have to click on the short arrow beside your any field, then click there, and here you can see number fields option. Number filters, here you have some other equal some kind of conditions. If that condition is satisfied, then you can view that data. Did you get that? For example, see that equals are there, does not equal, less than, greater than, or between. Here we don't have the column like marks or the percentage. Suppose if we have the column of percentage here, and I want to see the records of the student who got the marks or the percentage from 60 to 80. So what I will do, I will just click on between and I will type here the smallest digit and the largest digit. Okay, suppose if the column is related to the percentage like 70 to 80, I will type 70 and the largest will be 80. Okay, then click on OK. It will be displayed to you. Now there is no record here. Can you tell me why? Because obviously contact number we have entered there, and here I give the condition that numbers only related to the 70 to 80 should be displayed. Those are obviously not only 70 80 because those are the bigger numbers. So that's why you are not able to see anything. Okay, so let's add one field here of your percentage so that you can understand what exactly that advanced filter here. Okay, so once I will remove this filter, again I have to click on this and just I have to click on clear filter from this contact number. Okay, now here add new field already option is there. I will just click on here on the header. I will type the name percentage. Okay, then here I will type the percentage like 70, then 65, then 80. Okay, so here we have the column which explains about the percentage. Now suppose these are only 3 records. Okay, you can understand, you can see it. Again I will say, if you have thousands of records and if you want to find out the students which are in between 70 to 80%, then are you going to do it manually? That you have to check with your pen, yes, this is the students above the 70, this is the student above the 80. This is not the way you have to find when you have computers, right? So here we have advanced filters to set that. So how to do that? Again the same option, just click on this arrow and here we have number filters and I'll click on the between. It doesn't mean only between option can be used. You can use equals or does not equal or less than or greater than. It depends on your condition which data you exactly want, like data below the percentage of 80, like less than. If you want greater than 90, you can select the greater than condition. It's up to you. I'll select the between again and then I will click on 70 to 80. Then click OK. See here, 70 to 80 means only 70 and 80 is displayed because obviously these are the only two numbers which belong to 70 to 80. Then one row is missing here, that is 65, because definitely 65 doesn't come in 70 to 80. Okay, like this you can set the advanced filtering to your any field which you want. It's up to you how you want to set it. Okay, now the next is sorting. You might be knowing it, sorting the data, right? How generally you sort the data? Actually, if we told you to sort the numbers accordingly, like ascending or descending, numbers in upper sequence that will come up once, like 1 2 3 4, like this the numbers will be increased continuously. and when you descending in the descending order, where the numbers will be decreased one by one, but it will come in the sequence. It may be in upper mode, or it may be in the downside mode. Okay, so like this you can set the sorting. So how to set the sorting? Again, you have to select the arrow. First I will remove this. Then here I'll select the roll number, and here we have the sort smallest to largest and sort largest to smallest. Again, that smallest to largest means, yes, it means it's called as ascending, and when it is come to largest to smallest, it called as a descending. Okay, so now you select the, by default whenever data is entered, it is everything in ascending order. Okay, so you can select the largest to smallest. See, 3 2 1, this is called as a descending order. Okay, so like this you can sort the data as per your requirement. Okay, so till now we have seen how to set the advanced filter, how to search the records, and how to sort the data in your table. Okay, in the next lecture we will see the remaining part of the chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.